The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew.
Glory to you, O Lord.
A demoniac who could not speak was brought to Jesus, and when the demon was driven out, the mute man spoke. The crowds were amazed and said, "Nothing like this has ever been seen in Israel." But the Pharisees said, "He drives out demons by the prince of demons." Jesus went around to all of the towns and villages, teaching in their synagogues, proclaiming the gospel of the kingdom, and curing every disease and illness. At the sight of the crowds, his heart was moved with pity for them, because they were troubled and abandoned, like sheep without a shepherd. Then he said to his disciples, "The harvest is abundant, but the laborers are few. So ask the master of the harvest to send out laborers for his harvest." The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
The prophet Hosea is one of those beautiful love stories in the Bible. He compared the people of Israel and their relationship with God to his unfaithful wife. And because God was always faithful to Israel, he felt he needed to be faithful to his wife, no matter how many times she was unfaithful to him. And in today's gospel, or in today's first reading, you can see how the people of Israel, they wanted kings, they wanted gold and silver, they wanted their false gods rather than the living God. And of course, Hosea is trying to bring them back, to lure them back to a love relationship with the living God who loved them and who called them out of Egypt. And of course, in spite of all his pleading, he is unsuccessful. And then Jesus comes, and Matthew presents Jesus as the king, the new king greater than David. And his kingdom is an upside-down kingdom. We see that here. The demonic is able to speak. And the ordinary people are delighted. They said, "We've never seen anything like this." And what's the reaction of the Pharisees? The people who should know said, "He drives out demons by the prince of demons." Wasn't that a terrible reaction to a wonderful miracle? I mean, they were so closed. They were so closed. And I was thinking, even in our world today, there are people that totally dismiss God and Jesus and the church and building God's kingdom. People totally close to it. They just dismiss it offhand. And Jesus is always calling us to send out workers into his harvest. For the harvest is abundant, but the laborers are few.